Wow. Mm, 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 mm. Now look, I'm going to redo this video. Okay. I know I was ranting when I made that video against. I said against, my bad. I've made so many videos I kind of lost track. My bad. But I know I made a video ranting about Ben Simmons and how childish he was acting and everything. But I'm going to redo it because even though I said what I said and I don't really regret it, but I got to be a little more professional. And I will admit that. And there was a few comments on there, I guess you can say, was kind of going a bit too far, but I know some of you don't really care. But it could be certain people watching, and I don't really want to be seen as, you know, that person, or you know what I mean. But a lot of us Sixers fans are very angry about the Ben Simmons situation. And the fact that we trusted him with all this money, and instead of him taking responsibility for his actions and why we really lost the game, which had a lot to do with him, he decided to handle the situation the way he's handling it, as you already know it. Holding out, refusing to show up to training, refused to report to the team. The fact that he said he would rather go anywhere than to go with the Sixers. I'm going to go a little more professional in this one, okay? If you ever seen that last video, I don't really know what to tell you. But it was a bit personal. It was a bit personal. Ben Simmons, you've lost so much respect. Well, I've lost so much respect in Ben Simmons. You've lost so much credibility. So much. You have literally no leverage in this situation. I don't think anyone other than your own family and Ben stands, of course, is sticking up for you, even though you are 100% in the wrong. Now, some people are saying Joel Embiid should have never really thrown shade at Ben Simmons or thrown a jab or whatever, but what did Joel Embiid say wrong though? We're all frustrated. This was our chance to go even further. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks would have been a tough one, but this game was extremely winnable. Atlanta was extremely winnable. But single-handedly because Ben Simmons was too afraid to take the jump shot, which we paid him a lot of money for. He didn't have to make the shots. But dude, shoot the damn ball. The fact he was scared to shoot a free throw, this dude was getting chased all around the court. They were all making fun of him. They were all making fun of him. They were all confident he was going to miss jump shots or miss the free throw. All that kind of stuff. We've blown leads because of this guy. There was no excuse. There's nothing you can tell me. Absolutely nothing. No excuse. Ben Simmons, listen, there's nothing you can really say. And the fact that you had the nerve to even hold out on this team where you're getting paid over $100 million. Hold on a second. Thought I heard something. Sorry about that. Looks like one of my beer just tipped over. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, who the hell is that? Anyway, as I was saying, it's an insult to a lot of basketball players that's giving it all they got to secure a roster spot. It's an insult to a lot of us workers in general. Men, man, female, getting their hands dirty, risking their lives every single day. Where most of us, we started off with scrap. Then we had to start off making 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year, 50 to 60, 70, 80, 90. A lot won't even be able to make it to six figures. We have to work our tails off. Struggling to even make the amount we want to make. All that. But you got guys like Ben Simmons who can what? Who can make 9 figures like it's nothing? 9 figures like it's nothing. 100 million like it's nothing. Or maybe that's the whole contract, but you know what I mean. 30-something million a year? It's a complete insult to a lot of us hardworking men who've also gotten hurt, risking their lives every day, risking everything, trying to stay under the roof, feed the family, be able to pay off our debt, pay everything. Many of us have to live paycheck to paycheck. We can't afford to do what you do, sit out and hold out at our main job because you don't like what this person say. Meanwhile, you on the other hand, you think that's cool? I don't see anything manly about that. I don't see anything professional about what you call yourself doing. Talking about you don't want to play for the Philadelphia 76ers no more because of the fans, because of Embiid and several that say that's not healthy. You make over $100 million. You want to know how real athletes should handle that? Take it to the ball court. Prove us wrong that you're not afraid to shoot the ball. You didn't seem afraid to shoot the ball when you was posting videos on social media. You didn't seem afraid of these women when you were sliding in the DMs. Like, bro, it really feels like you spend more time sliding in DMs than you work on your jump shot. That's how much it really makes you look bad. You look so bad in this case that you even got legends in the NBA calling you out. You got some of the GOATs in the NBA today calling you out. How you got guys like Shaq O'Neal or guys like Giannis or many people who is not good in jump shot, yet they still get themselves involved in the game. They still go for it anyway. They make free throws. You see how Giannis shoots? He takes like maybe 10 seconds to shoot the ball. Whether he makes it or lose it, he still does it. He did everything he could to make it up, still shoot the ball. And unlike you, even though he struggles in jump shots, he was still involved with them winning a championship. You, on the other hand, Ben, you're part of the reason why we don't have a championship as far as this era goes. It's a disgrace. It's an embarrassment to us men, us hard workers. It's an embarrassment. A complete embarrassment. A disgrace. You know how many people were killed to be in your position, Ben Simmons? How many people would kill to be in your position? To make the kind of money you're making. And you're acting the way you're acting when you wasn't even involved. Or you're not doing anything of your part to cover the contract. You are awful. You are bad for business. You came to an agreement to show up to work every day. To be a leader, be involved with the Philadelphia 76ers. How dare you? The fact we trusted you this kind of money. We rooted for you every time you get the ball. No matter how much you struggle, we was always there for you. Even when we had to put a trash bag over our heads for you, we stuck up for you. You one of the only players. No matter how much you struggle, we stuck up for you. And this is how you want to thank us? You want to blame us because you're struggling? If you don't want to play for the Philadelphia 76ers no more, okay, cool. Say no more. We stuck up for you. We took so much shit from all these fans and we still stuck up for you. And now it's a spit in the face, not only to us real fans, to the Ben stands as well. But the fact that they still willing to stick up for you, all right, here's what I got to say. They can kick rocks and join whatever team you want to join. I don't care if you end up one of the best NBA players in the league. I do not give a damn. You can be better than LeBron James, better than any legend. You know why I don't care? Because it's not going to be here in Philadelphia. Go be a GOAT in Houston. Go be a GOAT in Oklahoma City. Go be a GOAT with the Lakers or the Clippers or the Memphis Grizzlies or freaking Mavericks or the Miami Heat or Orlando Magic, the Charlotte Hornets, New Orleans Pelicans, Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks. I don't give a damn where you go. Be a GOAT anywhere. But because I know for a fact I'm not going to see that effort here in Philadelphia, we don't need you. To hell with you. You're not meant for this city. You never was meant. Even when we tried to stick up for you, you was never meant for this city. You are everything what's wrong with this city, with the league today. You are everything what's wrong about why men act like a bunch of divas in the NBA. How dare you? You make all this money and you act like a coward. You should have been one of the leaders amongst this team. And the fact that you just going to sit back like it's nothing, it's an insult to us men. It's a complete insult. All that we ask for you, Ben Simmons, even though you exceeded in everything else, the fact that you was great, defense, rebounds, assists, obviously assists, all that stuff, you struggled in jump shot. That's all we asked for you, Ben Simmons. Work on your jump shot. I did not care if you went and slide in DMs, you can go to clubs, you can go on dates, you can do anything. That's what you young cats do. I get that. But all that we've asked is to buy a basketball court and just practice your jump shot at least 1 hour, 2 hours a day. I don't care. You can do anything. Just please work on your jump shot. We gave you the benefit of the doubt. And the fact that you just going to, and it just ended the way it ended. The fact that you want to play victim even though you're at fault for this. Nah, bruh. That's not happening. That's not happening. So, with this whole thing coming to an end, the fact that you tried to say Joel Embiid was not healthy to play for, and especially because you didn't like that he threw shade at you, many said you never throw shade at your own teammate. But it's like I want to say I understand that and all, but at the same time, can you really be mad at them when we wanted to win this game and the proof was right there in the pudding that Ben Simmons was scared to shoot? Joel Embiid was not the only person that felt that way. The entire team felt that way, I bet. Would they have done the same thing that Joel Embiid did? Maybe not, but at the same time, not only is it really the players that you worry about, or is it the fans? Because the fans were outraged at Ben Simmons. They were outraged. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's an insult, a disgrace, everything. So Ben Simmons, and especially being as though that Joel Embiid fired right back, we took in so many shooters to cover your flaws. And the fact that they chose you over Jimmy Butler, which I still say to this day was a huge mistake. I saw a championship team with Jimmy Butler being here. I never felt so excited. But just for our dreams to get snatched away from us from a triple doink. Because of you, Ben Simmons. because of you. We wasn't really necessarily a super team or none of that. Yet we had an opportunity to win a championship. We would have beaten the Milwaukee Bucks, and we would have beaten. I think who was it they played in the West Coast? Was it Golden State? I believe. I think it was Golden State. I think it was Golden State. You took that away from us. You did, Ben Simmons. And the only reason why I'm not 100% as devastated is because my son was born soon after. That whole situation where we lost to Toronto. My son was born soon after. I just can't believe you. How dare you? How dare you handle this whole thing the way you're handling? You have no leverage in this case. You was bad for business. It's even to the point a lot of NBA teams may not even want you now because how you're handling this. I don't know if this is your agent doing this, but he's not a very good agent the way this whole thing is being handled. You know how real ball players handle this? They receive a lot worse criticism than you ever had. But you know what they did? Ben Simmons, they took it to the court and they shut the haters up. They let the numbers do the talking. They let the performance do the talking. But you, on the other hand, you probably busy sliding in DMs and hanging out in California or whatever and trying to throw jabs, all that kind of stuff. You are soft, Ben Simmons. You are a coward. You are a coward. And Kwame Brown, I just want to say salute to Kwame Brown, man. Salute to the OG Kwame Brown, man. Because a lot of people giving him a lot of crap for saying he was the worst first round overall pick in the world or whatever. You know, now I understand. Now I actually understand why he called it the bus life or whatever. But Kwame Brown, if you ever think that, you know, you're definitely not the worst, man. You're definitely not the worst. That goes to Ben Simmons hands down. Because at least you still played to the very end. You played to the very end. Ben Simmons, and you sent your message to Ben Simmons. All spot on. Everything you said. Ben Simmons, you're bad for business, bro. How this whole thing you're handling, you're bad for business. And from the recent news that I've heard, apparently you did not get paid $8.2 million, and they're going to keep it on hold until you eventually decide to show up to camp or whatever. And being as though you don't care in the end, you know what they're going to do with your money, the $8 million? Or I guess if they terminated your contract, that's going to go to charity. Shit, I wish I could have some of that money. Shoot. As much as I work my rear end off, you know, trying to pay off bills and everything. But Ben Simmons, you're what's bad for business, bro. I hope they terminate your contract. Give me anybody. We will be great without Ben Simmons. I believe that. We will be great without Ben Simmons. If you don't like that, opinion or whatever, oh well, that's on you. We'll be great without Ben Simmons. You know why? Because we have other players on the team that's not scared to shoot, that's not scared to drive the ball down the court, all that stuff. These guys have a winning mindset. Give me Tyrese Maxey, give me Matisse Thybulle, give me Shake Milton, give me anybody. Anybody. They would be a huge upgrade to Ben Simmons. Because Ben Simmons was never meant for Philly. His mentality, he's way too soft to be in this city. There's been a lot worse. But you make yourself look like the bad guy in this case, Ben Simmons. You make yourself look like the bad person in this case. And we're frustrated as we should. We are frustrated. We are extremely frustrated with you. We stuck up for you. We rooted for you. We did everything. They thrown so many insults at us, clowned us. We was a whole meme. We took all kinds of L's, all kinds of embarrassments for you, Ben. For you. That's all I got to say. You are exactly what's wrong in the NBA. And if many times I even want to quit watching the NBA, it's because of clowns like you. You're too soft. You are pathetic as a man. You are a coward. That's all you are, Ben. You are a coward. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's all I got to say, man. I got nothing else to say. I just figured I'd remake this thing because that one I made, even though I meant every word I said, but it wasn't necessarily, how do you say, professional. So, especially if I want to get somewhere, that's not good for business. That's all I got to say, though. It's always go Sixers. Joel Embiid, salute to Joel Embiid, man. Joel Embiid, that's the true MVP, the real franchise. He even carried this team on one knee. He put more points than you've ever did. Way more points. How is that even possible? Way more points than what you've ever done throughout the entire series. He was playing on one knee, lost handle, giving up the ball several times because he couldn't really play 100%. Yeah, he still scored. He was like, how you even got a center in Joel Embiid shooting 3-pointers, making way more than you've ever done throughout your entire career. Ben, you're pathetic. You are pathetic. And females, clearly y'all got no standard, because y'all see, when you guys mess with Ben, I don't know if it's because I'm going to assume it's because of the money. There's no way y'all could like a man like Ben Simmons who has a feminine mindset. I'm not going to go too far in that one. Anyway, that's all I got to say though, man. It's always go Sixers. Give me anybody. Anybody would be an upgrade to Ben Simmons. That's all I got to say. Go Sixers.